Radyo-Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo-Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo-Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Welcome to World College Radio Day. This is Radio-Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa loob, sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod. Todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Ipag the Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, baby! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, baby! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo!
Feeling blue? Ever thought of looking into the bright side of things? Let us help you out. Join our light, engaging, and inspiring conversations with our Chaplains on Air. Hosted by Father Junji Bargayo and Father Henry Ponce of the Society of Jesus. Chaplains on Air. The Chaplains are now in. Here on Chaplains on Air. Thursdays at 6 p.m. only on Radyo-Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Jescom Music Ministry. Music that uplifts the soul. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Kaibigan, alam mo na ba kung ano ang mga karaniwang sintomas ng COVID-19? Ito ay ang mga sumusunod: lagnat, pagkapagod, at dry cough. Habang sa ilan naman ay sipon at baradong ilong, sore throat o diarrhea. May ilan naman na wala pang sintomas, pero pwede pa rin nilang maipasa ang virus sa iba. Kung ikaw ay nasa mga lugar kung saan kumakalat ang COVID-19 o kaya may close contact sa mga taong kumpirmadong may COVID-19 o sa mga nag-aalaga sa kanila, ipagbigay alam ito sa health worker sa inyong barangay. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
Radyo-Katipunan is now online. See our live feed on facebook.com/radyo-katipunan. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at radyo-katipunan and subscribe to our YouTube channel at radyo-katipunan FM for more exclusive content.
To listen to music that uplifts the soul, follow Jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. Our music is also available on iTunes and Deezer.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
If it's entertainment you crave,
catch us on
New Wave. Surfing through the latest on our shores.
Every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m.
See you there.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede?
Baka naman pwede.
Mga isyung napapanahon ating pag-usapan.
Baka naman pwede.
Gamit ang mga pananaw mula sa iba't ibang kalinangan.
Baka naman pwede.
Mula sa Institute of Philippine Culture, kami inyong samahan, tayo'y maghuntahan. Dito lang sa Baka Naman Pwede. Tuwing Huwebes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Follow at Radyo Katipunan in our social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. Good morning, Ateneo! Start your day right with your morning wake-up call. Good morning, Ateneo! Catch the latest news and stories around the campus. Good morning, Ateneo! Your daily dose of radio chikahan, tawanan, kantahan, and kwentuhan. Every morning from 9 to 10 a.m. Tuesdays to Fridays. Good morning, Ateneo! Your mornings will never be the same again. Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpa at tama. Buhay atenista sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, Katipunan. Kawan ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan.
Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Who would have known this would be a history so torn with wars? The sky seems grayer in our hearts. It's grayer in our hearts.
I could have sworn it would end in misery, but the world is turning still, and we're also learning somewhere hidden out there, something's greater than our hearts.
The storms of life may shake our ground, a greater peace still dwells in our hearts.
The dreams we build may fall apart, a deeper hope still runs in our hearts. Fear no harm, we are ruled
mystery, for the world is yearning still, and our hearts keep burning. We dare to believe there's something greater than our hearts. The storms of life may shake our ground, a greater peace still dwells in our hearts. The dreams we build may fall apart, a deeper hope still runs in our hearts.
Fear no harm, we are ruled by a far greater love.
We're never alone, all else may go wrong, still will there be a love far greater than our hearts. The storms of life may shake our ground, a greater peace still dwells in our hearts. The dreams we build may fall apart, a deeper hope still runs in our hearts. Fear no harm, we are ruled by a far greater love. We're never alone, all else may go wrong, still will there be a love far greater than our hearts.
You have just heard a song from the Jesuit Music Ministry. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Okay, we are live. Welcome to JMM Radio, the radio program of the Jesuit Music Ministry. Ako po si Lester Mendiola.
Join us again for another hour of music and talk that uplifts the soul. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat and welcome to another edition of your JMM Radio only here on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM. If you are, of course, within the Katipunan and Ateneo areas, you can hear us loud and clear from your radio sets at the 87.9 FM frequency band. Kung hindi naman po, you can also check us out on our audio streaming at jescom.ph/radyo-katipunan. Of course, nakikita rin po tayo ngayon live via the Facebook pages of Radyo Katipunan, Jesuit Communications, Ateneo de Manila University, and of course, ang ating Jesuit Music Ministry fan page as well as our artist pages. Ayan. And of course, nakalimutan ko, we're also a simulcast on YouTube at youtube.com/radyo-katipunan-FM.
Yes.
Nakalimutan ko talaga yun.
Kung hindi pa po kayo subscribed sa aming Facebook account ng Radyo Katipunan at ng Jesuit Music Ministry, hanapin po ninyo, that's Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM and
Yes.
Jesuit Music Ministry sa Facebook. Tapos sa YouTube, that's Radyo Katipunan. And ang YouTube account po namin sa JMM ay Jescom Music.
Yes, subscribe for more content, for more music. Sabi nga nila ba, music that uplifts the soul.
Yes, right. Kumusta ka, Justin?
Ito, medyo slow moving, although maraming gawa. Pero siguro, naman, you can see naman, no? Pink na pink tayo ngayon.
Glowing with pink.
Glowing with pink, oo. personal preference, Nax. Kailangan with conviction. Personal
Kailangan
preference.
i-verbalize ba natin? Siguro we hope that everyone that is watching us is in the pink of health. Justin,
Yes,
mahalaga yun sa mga panahon ngayon. Ayan. Teka lang, Just, meron tayong guest co-host di ba?
Oo nga pala.
Celebrate ng birthday ngayong araw na to.
Correct. Oo.
And parang
merong manlilibre. May manlilibre today.
Magulo yung hair doon niya ngayon.
Oo, partida birthday pero mukhang mukhang pang Halloween ng kanyang ang kanyang do ngayon. Ano ba yan? Anyway, please welcome of course our
one of our producers.
Yes.
At nagba-birthday ngayong gabi si Judith Kivias.
Hi Judith.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Ayan, bati tayo. Sabi ko sana, kanta tayo. Hindi pati. Ano ba yun? Ayan, happy birthday, Judith. Kamusta? Ilang taon ka na? Yan na naman tayo. Literal na age reveal. Asa na? Asa na ang audio? Nawawala ang audio. Nako.
Ano ba to? Kailangan ba natin ng sign language dito, Judith?
Oo nga. Anyway, makakasama po natin siya in a bit. She's just having some problems with her audio. Anyway.
Just i-congratulate natin ang ating mga kaibigan mula sa Hangad Music Ministry kasi they just celebrated their 30th anniversary through a concert that was held last Saturday. Ayan. So sa ating
congratulations. Napakaganda nga daw ng concert na yon. We've been getting feedback from of course we streamed it via the Facebook and the YouTube accounts of RK as well, but of course it's from Hangad, ang daming nag-comment, ang ganda daw ng concert. Sobrang they were filled with, they were blessed by the music na tsaka talagang manghang-manga sila dun sa mga yung mga videos na prepare ng Hangad. So congratulations again to our friends in Hangad Music Ministry.
Ano yun, Just? Talagang pinagpaguran, pinag-effortan, nakita naman nila yung mga yung mga ano ba yun? Yung mga blooper video sa may bandang dulo.
Correct.
It's not easy to come up with such kind of content. So, yung concert po is still on our social media accounts. So,
yes,
pwede po ninyong panoorin your own
go
time.
back to that and watch the concert. It's very nice to see all the Hangad members, old and new. Kasi we found out na meron silang mga members pala during the pandemic, di ba?
Yes, so nakapag-recruit sila during the pandemic, no?
Agree, oo, correct. So kaya nga napakahusay. So again, congratulations and more power. Ayan na, nandiyan na siya. Si Judith. Yes, Judith.
Di ba?
Happy birthday to you.
On our birthday.
Wala tayong pa-cake pero ikaw na lang magpa-cake sa amin. Kidding. Anyway, anong wish mo sa birthday mo, Judith?
World peace. Ganun na ang bilis, diba?
Miss Universe.
Miss Universe tayo. Diba? Yan. So, kayo, kita-kita yung pagiging pink ninyo. Sa akin, di yatak masyado.
Ganon. Ikaw nang hindi busy. Anyway.
Kamusta kayo, kuya?
Okay naman. Ayun nga, sabi nga natin kanina, medyo slow ang week, pero it's of course it's still a busy week for most of us. And pero yun nga, ang importante po lalo na sa ating mga katipuneros na nanonood, of course you guys are safe, no? Alam ko today is I think they're shortening the curfew period, no? Dati, 'di ba, may akala po kasi siguro natin wala ng curfew, no? Kasi nga when we are actually going out, parang maraming tao pa rin, no? Kahit mga 8 o'clock, ganun, well, actually, medyo iba nga kasi there are, parang nasanay na yung tao na talagang by the time it hits 8 o'clock, wala na halos tao sa labas. Although may mga mangilan-ngilan, and then, yun nga, no? Nag-iba na yung curfew, naging 10, tapos ngayon, I think it's going to be 12 midnight na. So it's a shortened period na for the and I also I think there's also news na baka bumaba, no, yung alert level natin from 4 to 3 or 2, no, which is, well, we can't say it's good news, but at least we also know na medyo bumaba naman na rin yung cases. But let's not be complacent about it, no. Sumunod pa rin po tayo sa mga kasi nandiyan pa rin po ang COVID. So marami pa rin pong nagkakasakit. And yun na nga, no, there are a lot of other people too that are affected by it. So siguro magmalasakit po tayo sa ating mga sa mga taong nakapaligid sa atin. So, yes.
Correct. At patuloy na magdasal siguro, Just, yung isa sa pinakamahalagang
yes, syempre.
Weapon natin, no. And incidentally, Justin, today is also the anniversary of the 6th and final apparition of Our Lady of Fatima at birthday ni Judith, no. Pinanganak pa lang siya na kasabay nitong
Miracle
apparition.
of the Sun.
Miracle of the Sun.
Miracle of the Sun.
Kaya pala mo kang araw si Judith.
Grabe na po yan.
Bakit mukhang araw?
Joke lang.
Hindi ko ata mag-gets yung part na yan na. Bakit? Makinang ka ba, Judith? Mukhang makinang ka.
Parang makinang si Kuya Lester eh.
Ay, hindi yung buhok mo kasi.
Ganun
Love you.
Ay, nako. At anyway, ayan. So, kayo po, no? I mean, yung mga katipuneros natin, no? How are you guys doing? Sana po nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan. Of course, don't forget to comment down below our chat group or chat box if you have anything to share for your day today or your week, for your week ahead. Sana po nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan habang nanonood ng inyong JMM Radio. So, for tonight, of course, hindi na tayo magpapaligoy-ligoy pa. So we actually have 2 guests tonight, right, Les?
Yes, oo. We're interviewing 2 guests this evening. Pero yung isa wala pa. So simulan na natin dun sa isa nating guest, Just.
Yes, so we're blessed to have with us, no? Because this is, di ba, sa JMM, we are also partnering with a lot of our charismatic communities, diba? And actually, one of them is with us tonight, and they will be giving us, they will be introducing with us their community, no, and also their upcoming activities for the coming days. Kasi I understand they have a retreat, no, that's coming up.
Yeah.
And they also recently had their parang online concert, no? Wow. So they're also staging those concerts. So tonight we are happy we're happy to have our guest from the Living Hope Charismatic community. So please welcome, friends, Miss Chel Tagaza. Is that correct, Chel?
Good evening.
Good evening. Ayan. Bakit ka muna, Chel?
Magandang gabi sa lahat ng mga nanonood, those who are into the show tonight. Thank you for inviting me. On behalf of Living Hope Community, we are blessed that we have this platform to share about our community life and about community. So thank you.
You're welcome, and we're glad to have you as well here in JMM Radio. So, yan. Basically, we want to get to know your community better, no? Para din sa ating mga tagapakinig at tagapanood, no? At taganood rather. So, if you can briefly give us like how did your community started and parang what is it? Where is it now? Right?
Yes. So it was founded 23 years ago. So in 1998, five friends, five single friends formed a small community with that mission to invite, to engage other single professionals. Kasi nung time na yon, college student or yuppies pa sila. But then over time, as members came in, syempre nag-transition to different states of life, diba? So the community grew and also its ministry. So nagkaroon ng iba-ibang pastoral ministries for married people kasi 'di ba may mga kinasal na. So it wasn't just focused anymore on the single professionals. Then 23 years later, we find ourselves with many pastoral groups. So we have a group for not just single men and women, we also have for single parents, we have for married couples, we have for their children, and we have a community also for the youth, yung mga tweens and teenagers. And we have also for the kasambahay because we, of course, you want to involve, diba? We want to evangelize not just to a certain demographic, but diba, the goal is to really involve the whole family, and that includes the kasambahay. And as we grew, parang we also were able to build a separate foundation for our outreach programs. So it's been a fruitful 23 years. And of course the pandemic, diba? We've been in the pandemic for a year and a half. It's been challenging, but it hasn't stopped community from fulfilling its mission and its goals. Kahit mas challenging, kahit mas mahirap, go pa rin, di ba? Parang to keep pushing and to keep carrying on.
Sabi nga nila, we should look for innovative ways on how we can still gather this time of the pandemic, Shell, no? But I'm curious, Shell, why did your community choose the name Living Hope?
Living Hope. Because I wasn't part of the founding members. I joined I joined their retreat in 1999, but I wasn't immediately active with community. I just became an active member in 2002. But from what I know, they got it from 1 Peter 3. I'm not sure kung tama yan ko, but it's a Bible verse talking about we have this living hope in Jesus Christ. And from what I remember, they were choosing, parang they had other names, but they zoned in on Living Hope, and I think it's very apt, diba, na especially during this time and in every day to keep hope alive, because that's that's community's motto, to keep hope alive in the hearts of every believer.
I think it's a very beautiful name of a community, and like what you said, it's very apt, especially during this time of the pandemic, no, when we actually need hope, much hope during this time. Shell, when you were having your prayer meetings, where do you usually held it? Physically noong pandemic?
Pre-pandemic, we've been holding it in Ortigas, particularly in Valle Verde 5 Chapel. So, yun yung headquarters namin. Because yun yung pinaka-center, because members were coming from different parts of the city, and we would have it every Friday night. So that was pre-pandemic. We would gather every Friday night, and then we would also have small groups who would gather weekly for Bible reflection and for fellowship. So that was our rhythm before, which we try to still keep to, pero of course in the online platform.
So there's a
Parang just to keep
weekly
them
parang community-wide prayer meeting, and then there's parang mini cell yung mga mas maliliit na
Yes, yeah,
groups.
small
Parang
groups,
mga
yes.
households, no? Sa
Yes.
singles, tama ba? Singles for Christ. Ang dami ko
Households,
kasing
yeah.
community, household yung
Yeah.
tawag namin eh.
Sa
Yung
amin,
mga mini cells.
ang tawag namin sa small groups namin, shared meals. Because yung the way we would do it, kasi we would go out because it was part of our witnessing. Because our community is parang grounded on 3 pillars of word, God's word, worship, which we do charismatically. So we have charismatic worship, and witnessing. So as part of witnessing, so the small groups would gather on a weeknight sa restaurant. Bahala sila kung saan nila, where they decide. So we have our Bibles with us. Then we share God's word and we share a meal. Parang we share. So it's shared meal. Kaya tawag sa kanya shared meal.
And I think food is very important.
Yeah. Yes.
Diba?
It is.
Palagi ko nga sinasabi, you eat with the people that are important to you.
Yeah.
Yes,
parang it's a part of fellowship, diba? Just like in the mass, parang diba na really gather around the table. So kaya siya shared meal. We call it shared meal.
Yes. All right. And I understand, Shell, that you have had, you mentioned that you continued being a community even when we are in a state of pandemic.
Yes.
Can you share with us how you guys parang eased in the pandemic state? Kasi diba parang na nagsisimula yung pandemic, parang we are new to this. Our generation,
we
haven't witnessed anything like this. So, can you share with us how you guys...
How we pivoted, diba? Businesses pivoted, diba? So, and I remember, diba, it was announced mid-March, yung hard lockdown. And I think Saturday yata siya or Sunday effective. Since our prayer meetings were Fridays, and as early as then yata, ina-announce na magkaka-lockdown. So that Friday, that was the only time we canceled the gathering. Not knowing na magta-transition na pala kami online. But the week after that, hindi pa uso, well, at least for most of us, we weren't really using Zoom then, this platform. Diba? Parang it was just like in the middle of last year that a lot of people caught on with Zoom. So we first resorted to pre-recorded talks. So pre-recorded exhortations, and then we uploaded it on our YouTube channel. So that went on for about a month and a half. Kasi by May, we decided na yun nga, because as a community, we have to stay connected. Iba pa rin yung, di ba, na there's dialogue, there's interaction, there's, di ba? Iba yung pinapanood mo lang sa YouTube, di ba? Or, so we were discussing na how can we make it more personal, di ba? Given the tools that we have, given the situation. So that's when we migrated to the Zoom platform para meron pa rin gathering. There's still that gathering, even if it's online, but at least you could still see the members. There was still fellowship before the prayer meeting proper.
You still get to see faces.
Yes, get to
hear voices,
see faces, right? Yes. So it took some time, I guess, for the members to get used to the new rhythm. But later on, parang it's become our new normal as a community. Now we gather every Fridays pa rin. And then our small groups also migrated na. Now we still gather online every week.
Was it hard to teach the elder members how to? Kasi diba,
yes.
Sometimes our older members, paminsan they have a hard time.
Yes.
electronic devices.
Yes.
Lalo na kapag yung mga apps, no? So, did you
ang
have
blessing doon,
how
yes,
to
ang
use it?
blessing doon, 'di ba? Yung mga members na anak nila na younger, sila yung nagturo sa kanila. So, it all worked out in the end. But of course, it took some time, especially nga for the elders to get used to this. Kasi nga, syempre gusto nila yung face-to-face, nakakamiss naman talaga everyone, but we have to live in the grace offered na this is what we have, 'di ba? And it's better than nothing, 'di ba? So community life goes on, and it's just amazing how everyone has adjusted and continue to thrive in this environment.
Yeah, and I think that now more than ever, community life is more important now,
Yes.
diba?
Yeah.
Kasi parang how do we parang feel that we continue to be connected with one another. And there's a lot of things going on. People are getting sick, people are losing friends and family members, and parang bilang isang community, it's very important that we are there for one another. I'm curious, paano niyo ginagawa yung cell group? And then, are yung mga ninyo, yung ang tawag doon, meals? Shared meals.
Yes.
Yung shared meals, tuloy pa rin. Yung
Tuloy
meals
pa
na talaga
rin.
yung tumatak sa akin.
Oo, yung meals lang yung tumatak. Kanya-kanya.
Ay, Kuya Liz.
So we just do Zoom or yung iba Messenger, whatever platform is available. So it's still the same. It hasn't lost the heart. Parang andun pa rin yung heart nung shared meal, which is the Word of God. And of course, you're free to bring your food, di ba? While you're reading the Bible, you can have coffee. Parang nalipat lang talaga siya sa online platform. And the upside there is, wala nang traffic. Because like pre-pandemic, usually, yun yung hindrance eh. Yun lang yung parang challenge madalas sa shared meal setup because people would be coming from work. Di ba? So, mag-aantayan yan kasi yung iba na-stuck sa traffic. But now, di ba, it's just a click of an app na you're there. So really, it's of course, the internet, di ba, it's a double-edged sword. Parang we hear of fatigue, di ba, Zoom fatigue and all these kinds of fatigue. But, di ba, on the other end of the spectrum kasi we have this platform and we're still able to gather. So it's still a blessing.
Agree. And Shell, I'm familiar with your annual events.
Yes.
That you guys normally hold in Meralco Theater, di ba?
Yes.
And I think you had your second year of online concert this year. Can you tell us how, kasi like sa amin sa Jescom, we also have to
you had
to transfer our programs on social media. How was it for Living Hope?
For Living Hope, it began with the weekly worship gatherings kasi, diba, as I said, word, worship, witness. So charismatic worship was a big part. It was non-negotiable na just because the music ministry can play together live, parang wag na lang. Parang that wasn't on the table. So from the get-go talaga, the music ministry, we call our music ministry the David Ministry after King David. So we really had to adjust and make do with the tools that we have at home, and even we had to purchase some equipment just to make things happen. So we resorted to recording. Mas mahirap because like pre-pandemic, we would just, diba, show up in the venue, do a run-through, diba, practice as a band, as a group, and then worship. But now, it takes more time to prepare for a 4-5 song lineup. Kasi we have to record individually. So mauuna yung, diba? You know how it works. Like you start with the demo, and then the instrumentalists will lay in their parts, and then the vocalists will upload their individual recordings, and then the mixer will put all these things together. So ang galing lang din, because I think it's really amazing how the Spirit really gives the gifts that the community needs at the time that it needs it, because we're not professional editors, we're not, parang everyone here is a volunteer. Parang at least in our community, it operates on volunteerism. So I guess it's really this Holy Spirit who inspired people, even from our own ministry, to take up video editing. They really taught themselves how to do these things, and
So
because we were trained to do that, by the time na it was time to prepare for a concert, parang mas madaling, we just applied what we've been doing every week to come
so your
up
members
with.
had to acquire new skills, no?
Yes. Yeah, so that's another blessing, diba? New skill set for for the people.
Si Judith, our birthday celebrant, meron yatang question.
Yes.
Kailangan meron talagang tagline tayo na birthday celebrant. Yun. So, I want to ask, how long do you guys prepare for this? Kasi diba, it takes a lot of time to get everything, like the content, the recording, and then to editing.
Yes.
So, gaano katagal po kayo, for preparing this, the things that you release, or for the concert?
For the concert. For the concert, of course, the songwriting has to come first. But even before then, early on, even before the pandemic, we had met, at least the leaders have met to discuss the theme of the concert. So, pag na-finalize na yun, I, as the songwriter, have the next months to write songs. And then from then until the final edits, parang it takes 3 to 4 months to put everything together. So we always have our annual concerts every September. So pag patak ng May, na yan, parang hectic na, busy na. Lalo na pag like the last month before August is really crunch time for the editors, diba, for the director. So it's challenging, but it's also during that time now when everyone is under pressure, dun din na-experience yung grace. So it's really a nice adventure.
Right. And since this is your second concert this year, you probably learned a lot of things from the first online that you had, and then second. And hope concert na tayo. Diyos ko, Lord. Pero kung hindi man, at least we know how we can adjust, right?
Yes.
Siguro, I guess my next question is, aside from, so you have your annual concert and your weekly prayer meeting, and then your shared meals.
Yes.
What else do you guys do in your community? Are there other ways that you gather? Other activities that
we're gonna have a retreat this coming weekend. It's a 9-day retreat. Even the format of this retreat had to be adjusted to the times that we're in. Kasi dati pre-pandemic, we would have it over a weekend lang. So it would be a 2-day retreat and a physical retreat. But since we're in pandemic, we've broken it down to 9 days, and it's a mix of synchronous and asynchronous sessions. So, diba, because people are working from home, of course, you don't want to like encroach on their working hours. So we've broken down the talks into piecemeal. So mas mananamnam nila actually. And we've migrated to the Facebook platform to upload the materials there. And for their one-on-ones with whom we called Shepherd, yung parang guide nila for the retreat, we have the chat and the face-to-face or the Zoom chat for if they have questions or if they need to talk. So that's how we've adjusted also the retreat, because we have this 2 to 3 times a year. So for this year, this is our second online retreat, but since the pandemic, this is already our third.
Is it by sector, or you do it for the entire community?
We do it, so it's open to all Catholics. It's a Catholic retreat. So yun lang yung na you should be a Catholic to be able to participate in this retreat. But it's open to all states of life. Kasi nga, as a community, we have na different states of life. So parang customized din yung i-assign sa'yo na shepherd or guide as you walk through the retreat.
All right. And how is it different, Michelle, organizing an online? I'm pretty sure you had those retreats na as in you go to
we go to a retreat house.
Diba? And then there are talks happening and then
Yes.
sharing. How did you... I'm curious. I haven't been able to attend an online retreat during this time of the pandemic. Pero siguro as an organizer,
and,
how is it putting it together? And then what's the feedback that you've been receiving, at least for the past retreats that you've organized?
Actually, yung feedback is they appreciate that it's spread out kasi and they get to do it at their own pace. Kasi our concern then was paano yung sacred space, di ba? Unlike in physical retreats where you really go to a retreat house, di ba? Na it's conducive to pray. Na now in the work from home setup na there can be a lot of distractions, di ba? Parang yun yung offset eh. But we made sure that at least for the asynchronous sessions, parang the participant just needs an hour a day to read the materials, di ba? So assuming that the participant can really carve out an hour, di ba? Like turn off all the distractions, the gadgets, except of course, we can't avoid all turning off all gadgets kasi the materials are uploaded online. So parang that was, but it turns out that they like it, na gano'n, na they get to choose what time of day nila uupuan yung material and then they can reflect on it. And then we balanced it with Zoom sessions. So pag weekends, they really have to log in. So just like the setup na the speaker will give the talk in Zoom. And then after that, diba, Zoom has the breakout rooms option. So they get to talk to it with their guides. So ganun yung setup. Na nag-work naman, the participants like it, I guess, because it's convenient. Hindi na sila aalis, diba? Hindi na sila aalis sa bahay. And yung mga ini-invite before na sobrang busy, ngayon hindi na sila makano. Kasi parang, di ba, parang it's there. Parang it's at their disposal. So it's, in a way, it's a good transition also. Because we're able to reach more people. We actually have more participants. We've been getting more participants than pre-pandemic.
That's good to know.
I have a question. Out of curiosity lang po. Di ba, as you said earlier, it's a synchronous and asynchronous sessions. So,
Yes.
how long, what is the length for the synchronous sessions?
For the synchronous sessions, ano rin siya, 1 hour, including na yung the talk, and then may sharer, may song, and then yung small groups, bahala na kasi sila to, parang it's at their own pace na. They can schedule like when they want to meet, or so it's really just an hour even, or an hour and a half for the synchronous session, except for the last day, if you're familiar with the format of charismatic renewal retreats. But there's a baptism in the end. Yun mas matagal. Parang 3 hours siya. Kasi there's a pray over. Diba? And then we still end the retreat with a mass, with an online mass. So, same format, talagang nalipat lang siya. The breakdown siya into 9 days instead of a 2-day retreat, and it's all online.
Yeah, kasi 'di ba you need to also what do you call this one? Put into the factors yung attention span ng tao.
Yes.
Kasi sa with my experience also with our community, 2 hours is too long.
Too long,
Parang
yes. So kailangan may
tutulugan
break.
ka na.
Kailangan may break.
Yes. Yun. So ang parang ang saya ng sessions ninyo. Parang I'm really curious about
Attend na,
it actually.
Judith.
Attend na tayo, friends.
Ayan,
Wala
attend ka na
na-
daw
ano,
kasi,
next batch.
Judy.
Sa next batch.
Yeah, wala nang excuse because you're doing it in the comfort of your own home.
Yes.
So ayan, Chel, meron ka ng isang recruit for your next retreat.
Yay!
Diba? Anyway, I'm back. I just came back from checking out kasi nga we're supposed to be having another guest, but unfortunately, we cannot reach him. So, but anyway, we still have the Manchel with us. So yeah, we can still continue talking to our dear friends from Living Hope. Anyway, ako actually may question din ako regarding dun sa dun sa retreat, no? Kasi I'm really also curious, how was the reception with the retreat, being done online and being it done in a different platform? Although I understand the retreat really caters to more of the more on the younger generation. Pero how is it with for example, with the older ones? How did they receive it?
Actually, we have participants na late 40s, mid 50s. And I think yun nga, as Judith mentioned, okay sa kanila yung short segments kasi nga na nag-zone out sila kung sunod-sunod yung talks.
Yes.
So I think in a way it worked for the participants na maiksi lang, and pwede nilang ang i-savor like whatever reading materials they're given or whatever video that they've seen, pwede nilang balikan. Kasi yun nga, unlike before that, di ba, live talks, this one, the advantage is the talks are uploaded and they can watch it again if they want to. So, pwede nilang balik-balikan in that sense.
Wow, yeah, nice. So that they can spend more time to do their own reflection, or perhaps if there's I understand there's naman na sharing, diba? Sharing.
Yes,
part.
there is, yes.
So that will be devoted to more sharing, between the group. So yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice.
And it's also a closed group.
Mm-mm.
So parang may sense of community pa rin. So every RTD, we call it RTD, Road to Damascus, after St. Paul's conversion. So we form a Facebook group that's just for the participants, and that's where we upload all the videos, the reading material, so they can also comment there. So may sense, parang we try to form that sense of community kahit online. And then the synchronous sessions, that's where they get to see in person, diba? Their shepherds, the other members of community. So by the time they attend the prayer meetings, parang sanay na sila with the rhythm. Yung hindi sila fish out of water.
That's very nice. Anyway, Yan, so anyway, I suppose no si Judith dahil sobrang interested siya, no. But tell us how if ever people would be interested to join, no. I understand na ngayon for this batch of the retreat medyo puno na kayo, no. You've
Yes.
already filled out the slots, but filled up rather. But how do they actually get in touch with your community in case they'd like to join?
Yes, you may look for us on Facebook. So that's Living Hope Catholic Charismatic Community. So you can see the logo. Actually, when you search it, you'll see this logo. Kasi maraming Living Hope eh. Baka mali yung maklik nyo. So Living Hope Catholic Charismatic Community. Look for this logo. And you will see materials there about the retreats or about our concert. We'll be releasing edit down versions of our concert the coming weeks.
Mm-mm.
And if you have inquiries, you can just message us via Facebook Messenger. May sasagot naman. Like, if you want to attend our Friday prayer meeting, just message us there too, so we can give you the Zoom link. Because we don't post it publicly because we want it to be organic in a way na it's really may effort, may initiative na to come and see, to really log in and to be there.
Ang ganda ng invitation na yun. Come and see.
Come and see.
Yes, very much.
Shell, meron tayo mga well-wishers dito. Si Mother Jalen is saying hi.
Oh!
Hello, Mother.
She is our director. Yeah, siyang punong
Hello,
abala ng
Jalen.
aming concerts.
And then a couple more who wants to say hi. Nasa comment section natin, Sir Erwin Sandoval. And then si Miss Elizabeth Edin. And then Carlos Villanueva and Mayos is saying good evening. And good evening po sa inyo. Thank you for
while we're checking out our yung ating mga manonood no ngayon. We're going to flash yung mga posters ng ng event no just so you guys have an idea and you also further contact information. But again no we will just repeat it na for this batch of this retreat no yung road to Damascus is already filled up. But don't worry, no. I think they will be having.
We'll have another one next year, March.
Next year, March. Ayan.
Yes.
So siguro yun, Kara, mas mapaghandaan pa siguro natin, no, yung ating mga sarili for. Yeah, kaya si Judith, ayan, you already have your candidate.
Sign up. Yes.
But please do take note of their their Facebook page, no, of Living Hope Charismatic Community, for those of you who will be interested to join. And I think your concert is still yung last online concert is still available to watch, no?
Yes, they can find it on the Facebook page. But they can also watch out for the edit down versions of the segments because the way we did our concert is like segmental siya. Parang prayer meeting format except on steroids. Parang 10 talks put together and with a song. And so we broken it down para mas digestible for our viewers. So watch out.
We're seeing we're currently showing a testimonial and this is from our our executive director of jescom, si Father Nono. And let me just quickly read it. No, it was not a concert. Actually, it was a retreat. No, and it was with the timely and deep reflections on Scripture. It was just not It was not just a musical treat. It was a spiritual experience. Ayan. Ang ganda nga naman. So, yun, you can still watch that concert again in their social media platforms. Kung gusto nyo pong bisitahin.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay.
Ayan, just we'd like to thank our guest, si Michelle Tagaza and the Living Hope community.
Thank you.
We hope that soon when we can gather Again, we'll be able to see the Living Hope community with us sa One Praise, no?
Yes. We look forward to that.
We'll party for the Lord soon.
Yes.
Yes.
Pag pwede na. Pag pwede
Pag
na.
pwede na. Malapit na yan, no? Let's claim it, ika nga, di ba? So anyway, thank you so much, Chel, for being with us tonight. No?
Thank you for having me.
And of course, we hope to hear from your community more, and then in perhaps another episode of our program. So yeah, thank you so much, and
Salamat.
we'll see you again soon. Okay. All right, Les. Maybe we have do we have announcements from our Jesuit Music Ministry?
Yes, we do have a couple of announcements here. We already announced that we're having a concert on October 30, 2021. That's 8 p.m. on our social media platforms. The title of the concert is Ave Maria Choral Festival for Our Lady. Ayan. Introducing, of course, our JMM artists, our choir.
And di ba we've already released the roster of our talents for that concert. Ayan.
Yes.
Sino nga ba yung mga makakasama?
There will be 16 choirs just participating.
Wow.
I won't mention all of the choirs, pero isa doon kasama natin is the Lobok Children's Choir.
Yes.
And the Philippine Magical Singers. And may mga surprise guests tayo, just.
Ayan yung aabangan natin. Let's not spill the beans, ika nga.
Yes.
Abangan nyo po.
This concert is actually a benefit concert for our Pamaskong Handog program ng JESCOM and radyo-katipunan. So the ways on how you can donate, we will post it on our comments section. And then you can check
inject ko lang, Les, yung tungkol sa Pamaskong Handog, no? Just for your information lang, di ba? If you remember, previously, during the Simbang Gabi Masses in Radyo Katipunan, we were announcing that, na meron tayong parang Pamaskong Handog, we give out Noche Buena packs to families, from different communities, we've actually reached out to frontliners, yung mga drivers, ng jeepney drivers, tricycle drivers, gayon din yung mga communities from the depressed areas, and also dun sa ating mga orphanages. So they will be the ones, siguro sila pa rin naman ang magiging recipients natin for that Pamaskong Handog. But because of your help and with JMM's help, we will be raising enough funds to even siguro bring more joy to a much greater community. Ayan. So kaya sana po ay makiisa tayo dun sa konsepto, at if you can help, please do help and share your blessings to others. Ayan.
Yeah.
Sorry, may mga iba pa bang may mga nakat pa ako announcement, sorry. Go ahead.
Wala na, just we just invite you to follow our social media platforms, accounts rather. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and saan pa ba tayo? YouTube, and nasa Spotify din po kami.
Oh, and happy 47,000 or how many subscribers na tayo sa TikTok?
47K,
right? Oh, yeah. So happy 47,000. Parang every 1,000 ng milestone natin, no. Pero maraming salamat po, 3,000 more and we'll be hitting 50,000 subscribers in our TikTok account. Imagine. Parang kailan lang tayo nag-open up ng TikTok account.
Huwag kayo mag-alala, hindi po kami nag-TikTok.
Yeah.
We are just sharing, we're just sharing inspiring content for you. Lalo na ngayong mga panahong ito na medyo malungkot at medyo weary ang mga tao. So, if you want inspiring content, yes, please do subscribe to our social media accounts. Ayan. So muli magpapasalamat tayo sa ating guest no, na si Chel Tagasa from Living Hope Charismatic Community. Of course, thank you so much for joining us tonight. At
Thank
muli,
you.
no, you're welcome. At muli, maraming salamat din po sa ating mga katipuneros na nag-tune in sa ating programa ngayong gabi. Of course, huwag natin kalimutan ang ating producer na nagsi-celebrate ng birthday. Meron ka bang mga huling
meron ka bang wish, Judith, that you'd like to announce on air?
Na hindi world peace.
Oh my gosh, kuya. Oh my gosh. Alam niyo na kung ano yung wish ko.
Gusto mo
alam na ni Ate B
publicize?
yan. Ate B, you know my wish. Yan.
Naunahan na niya pala tayo mag-message kay B.
Oo. Yeah. Alam mo mga 1 month ago ko na yung inaano kay Ate B. Sabi ko, Ate B, sa birthday ko, gusto ko ng ano. Oy.
Nako Nako. Anyway, ayan. Happy birthday ulit.
Thank you.
Judith. Ayan. And of course, no. Yes.
Just pasalamatan natin ang ating producer for this evening, si Chris. And of course, si Adam at ang ating guy behind the booth na si Engineer James Wong. Kailangan may engineer, no?
Kompleto. Ayan, at nga, yes.
Announce natin next week, our guest is Brother Rix, the seminarian.
Yes, it's your bro. Hey. Brother Rix. Yan. So, abangan nyo po yan. It's gonna be an exciting episode with him next week. Only here on JMM Radio, the radio program of the Jesuit Music Ministry. Muli, ako po si Justin Pontino ng radyo-katipunan.
Sa ngalan po ng aking katuwang sa JMM na si Kuya Ray, ako po si Lester Mendiola, nag-iwan sa inyo ng magandang gabi and until we meet again on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Good night!
Good night, everyone!
Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit Music Ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio. Every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.